Hi everyone, it's Margaret here with 60andMe. Let's talk makeup. Let's talk drugstore makeup. Now, I love buying affordable products in Switzerland here, and I'm very lucky. I have a couple of websites where I can purchase products from around Europe. Now, I haven't got anything really from South America or Australia, but I've got mostly European and UK and United States products I'm going to put on my face. Now, there's nothing on there at the moment. It's early in the morning. I'm using just normal lighting, so I hope it's not, it's like not too fluorescent, but it's the best I can do, so hopefully it's going to show you. So there's nothing on my face at all except for a nice clean face. Oh, excuse me, I did put my Growing Younger Gracefully facial serum on. This is my standby. I've used this product for years, and I put that on first. It does give my face a bit of a reddish glow, which is great. That's where we'll start. But anyway, so I've got products on my table that I've never tried before, none of them. And they're all from countries in Europe, and I thought, well, why not? Oh, I've got some from Korea too. And we'll just, have a go and see what happens. Now, this is my prep. I don't use a primer usually, but I do use my Catrice, it's called Glow All Over tint. And I've talked about this so many times, but I am going to use this. Catrice, of course, is a company from Germany. I think I've mentioned that before. Catrice and Essence are kind of the two really best known drugstore brands in Europe. So I'm going to pop this on. Excuse me, bumping the table there. Don't put too much on, just a little bit, and just, sort of get me kind of a base of glow. It is a nice sunny day today. I think it's early in the morning right now, but I'm preparing for a warm day. We're in the middle of our summer season here in Switzerland, and because we don't have air conditioning, it's a little bit challenging. But here we are. This is what I put on first, and it does give a glow. It's really, really pretty. But hopefully that's going to get toned down by a few other things. Now, foundation. I found this foundation. I was on this website and I was trying to keep everything under $5. So I looked for foundation and there was hardly anything in that price range. So I saw this one from Korea, and the company is, what is the company called? It's Biusta, Beauusta, like beauty, Biusta. It comes in a little, one of these squeezy jars, which is actually very cool for travel. And so I thought, well, why not? Perfect Cover BB Cream. It says natural beige. Sounds good. I did do a little tester on my hand, and it's a tiny bit light. We will see. Now, I'm going to apply this, I think, with my hands because it's got a nice little, it's a very cool little travel unit here. So I'm going to put this on and see what happens. As I said, I have never used this before. I've been keeping this little box secret from myself, and okay. No scent at all, no perfume, so that's actually kind of nice. Okay, that's one side of my face. Well, at least the bottom part of my face. I put it on my eyes too. I think it's okay. Well, let's put the rest on and see what happens. And I'll put some on both sides. Yeah, as you put it on, most BB creams and CC creams are quite, what's the word, like they're thin and translucent, so they're not going to be heavy color foundation. Do you know, I like this actually. Okay. I mean, I'm putting it on for the first time, seeing how it goes on, and I think it's okay. So that's this was like under $3, very affordable. But of course, it's not very much, and this is just a kind of a tester to see how it's going to work out. Oh, a bit too much there. We'll put some here. So you can see that my skin is a little bit colored from the sun. So we'll see some tan here. I'll use both hands. I like applying foundation like this, actually. I have another Max Factor product that I use all the time in the same way. And I really like how it just feels like you're putting a second skin on. It doesn't feel like you're kind of going too crazy. So let's do this. Now, I'm going to do, okay, I don't know, out of 10, I got to give it an 8. I mean, I think this is a pretty good foundation for the price. I'm using a little cloth to wipe my hands there. Okay. I should probably get my mirror out, shouldn't I, and have a quick look and make sure it's all blended in. But I can see my skin through it. It doesn't feel sticky. It doesn't feel too cakey. I think that's a win. A $2 foundation from Korea. Okay, Korea is Of course, the home does so much interesting makeup right now, but I thought, well, skincare particularly, but I thought, well, I'll just play with this foundation and see what happens. So let's do eyes. Now, I'm going to go to the USA, though, for this one, because my favorite right now is this Morphe. It's a Morphe mascara wand. I'm going to do my eyebrows. I don't have a mirror with me here, so I'm going to use one from this little palette that I've picked up. Let's have a look here. Look at it. Do you know, that foundation is really nice. Okay, maybe I'll buy a little bottle of it. So this is the Morphe. It's a really lovely little mascara. You know, I used to be so totally obsessed with the Maybelline Tattoo Brow, and I still do like that product, and I use it. But wow, this is like taking its place as my overall favorite. It's the Morphe. It's called I think it's called just Eyebrow Teaser. It's called Brow Teaser. And it's in a tiny little bottle, but it's lasted a long time. And I really like it. It's a good color for my kind of blonde hair and not so dark eyebrows. In fact, non-existent eyebrows. So let's see what this side looks like. Now, I have gotten into the habit, once I do my eyebrows, of putting a gel on them to kind of keep them in place. And I've been using, where is it from? It's just a Catrice product, which I really do like. But I'm going to try something different today because I'm going worldwide. I'm going global, and I'm going to Finland. And this is the product that I picked up from Finland, which is a brand called Lumene. Here it is. Really cute little package. It's called Lumene, and it just says it's called Brow Care Styling Gel. And I find putting a styling gel on your eyebrows after you put your eyeshadow, eyebrow pencil or gel is really helpful to keep it in place. So let's do that. Again, I've never used this before. Well, it's definitely doing the job of keeping, I can feel it going on, grabbing the brows, and yeah, that's okay. I like it. Nice. It's clear. It's a clear gel. Lumene from Finland. So we got Finland and we've got Korea covered. Okay, now I'm going to put some, what do I do next? I'll continue my eyes actually. I am going to, not cheat, but I'm going to use my Auric and put a little, as a base on my eye. This is the Temper product. It's a luxury product. It costs $30, but I wear it all the time, and it's from the States. Auric, A-U-R-I-C. And I'm just going to put that on as a base instead of a concealer. Now, I did actually get one here, which was a shimmer mousse. It's from a company called S.H. Coty, C-O-E-T-Y, and it's from China. And it says it's called Mousse Shimmer. Now, it's a very similar texture. No, it's a texture like the Auric. It's not similar at all, but it's from China. And of course, I could have spent a whole program on just Chinese dupes and products. And I've got a couple of fun ones to share with you in a sec. But I'm going to just pop some of that shimmer from Coty, play on Coty, I think, on my eye. Oh, okay, that's cool. It's a shimmer. And I'm putting this on really just to give me a base so that the eyeshadow that I use is going to stay in place. Okay, so that's just a shimmer product from China. That's actually quite cool. By the way, I'll put everything in the description box underneath so you can see if you want to play with this. And you've probably got access to all kinds of around the world products too in your hometown. So try that out. Now, in terms of eyeshadow, I don't use lots of powders anymore, but I do use my MAC products. Expensive. So I picked up this one from a company called Revuel, R-E-V-U-E-L-E, Revuel. And this is from Bulgaria. This costs under $4, and it's really pretty, look. No mirror, of course. It's got a really pretty purple, which is kind of an unusual combination and with so many warm colors. I actually don't know what I'm going to do here. I think I might pick up like this as a base and then just try to play with these other colors. But there's not a dark brown, which might be something missing. So you'll never find these affordable drugstore products that have got everything you possibly need. You kind of just make do with what's there. But this is from Bulgaria. Now, Bulgaria actually does have a lot of really cool makeup products. I've actually played with other things from them. I'm going to pick up that kind of a taupey, or not taupey, kind of a matte brown. I'll just put that on my eye just as a base and see what happens here. A little bit dark? It's okay. And I'm not going to put it too far like over the edge or anything. I'll just use it on the base of my eye lid. I never bring it up into the this hooded area. They say always to do these fancy things. I always just put literally on the eyelid. It's kind of cool, actually. I like it. There's one here that I didn't realize that this one was shimmer. So I'm going to pop a bit of my shimmer, my favorite shimmer colors. See what happens here. Okay. So you can do really amazing things with affordable products, in my opinion. Well, that's pretty. You see the shimmer coming there? Wow. I mean, I'm not doing like glitter. I'm just doing like a shimmer, which is almost, you could call it maybe a metallic kind of look. And it's actually very pretty. Okay. All right, I think I like that a lot. I think you could definitely plant a little bit lighter color in the center, maybe. Okay, that's Ravule from Bulgaria. And I'm happy with that, actually. I'm gonna put some mascara on. This is Bourjois, France. I actually do know this brand. I've used this brand before. They have a lot of different makeup or a lot of different mascara products. This is called the Volume Glamour. No, yes, it's Volume Glamour. It's in French, and it's Bourjois. It's really a nice product. Well, I haven't tried it, but their products are very good quality and very well known in France. This little palette, by the way, that I'm playing with here is from China, and it's a blush, and it's got a mirror, but it's, again, it's the company's Heci, H-E-C-I. Lots of smudges, picks up fingerprints, but it's a mirror, and it's useful. But I didn't pick too much from China because there's so much choice. I could have done, I said, a whole thing on, do you know, I like that eyeshadow, guys. What do you think? This is crazy. I mean, that little palette was under $4. So I'm going to use this Bourjois for mascara and see how that turns out. It's got quite a nice brush, as I seem to remember. It's one of the smaller brushes, not like this voluminous brush. But I think that's pretty. Let's try it. And put the makeup on with the... I've never done my eyes actually first. Oh, that's really nice. Looking in the mirror. Now, I'm pretty confident that this is going to be a nice mascara, because I've used Bourjois before. And again, as I mentioned at the beginning, everything's under $5. And so this is not an expensive, wow, okay. Just, you know, a nice, kind of normal, but not too sticky, not too clumpy. I have to wear it, of course, and see what happens when I go out into the world. But actually, I can see a little bit of the end. Do want to grab it on my eye there. Okay, so I'm obviously doing this fairly quickly. I'm not using the right mirror to see what I'm doing. What do you think? I think it's actually nice. Okay, so drugstore mascaras. Oh, and there's so many. I mean, Essence has got some fantastic mascaras as well. You could go crazy with Essence as well, but that's kind of cool. I like it. Just noticed something with my eyebrow there that I think I'm going to go back with my Morphe, because I think when I put the sort of the glaze on over top of it, it picked up some of the color. Anyway, perfection does not exist in my world or in any world. So it's all good. So that's my eyes. I think that's kind of cool. I'm happy with the mascara. I'm happy with the shadow. Let's do cheeks. I got this bleach. I got this blush from a company called Ravule, which is the one from, where are we? Oh gosh, what is it called? Oh, yeah, Ravule was in Bulgaria. And I got a little cream blush. Now I'm going to, it's actually very cool. Again, as I said, it was a drugstore brand, so it's not going to be magical, you know, glass or anything really fancy. I'm going to use a little makeup or a blush brush. Not using any bronzer today, just blush. And I'm going to play with this. Oh, actually, I've never used it before. I have no idea what it's going to be like. Okay. Oh, it's got lots of color, which is good. It's a nice, pretty pink. Ravule, Bulgaria. I feel like I'm traveling around Eastern Europe right now. This is fun. Wow, I am not using very much of this, and honestly, people, that's really a solid application of blush. Let me just take a quick look. Okay, it's got a nice glow to it. It's not too intensely, it's not matte. I probably might put a bit of powder on, but I don't have any with me today. But wow, I like that. Look at that, it's pretty. With a bit of lipstick, that's all going to come together. She says with confidence. Okay, so that's blush from Bulgaria. And what else have I got here? Lips. Okay, lips are going to be fun. I've got my Eveline, which is my, this is from Bulgaria, from Poland. Beautiful, beautiful lipstick, but I'm going to play with liners first. Let me do, oh, I forgot something. I forgot my Himalayan from India. This is a Kajal. Now, I don't even know if I'm going to use this. Let me just take it out of its little container. Very funky, as you can imagine. It's got the typical Indian packaging. But again, a crazy price, but fun. Kajal is what they put around their eyes. And in India, of course, they use very strong eye lining and, tight lining. And it's really powerful stuff. Oh, wow, it's like a crayon. Let me just finish this. Oh, my gosh. Okay. It's like a little crayon. Oh, my God. It's very, very sharp, pointy. Should I do it? Should I put some on? Okay, I'm going to do this. It's from India, so I'm covering the Asian world a little bit here. Well, I'm going to put it on under where would I normally put on the edge here. Oh, I can see that now. Well, I'm not going to play with this too much because I'm not sure. I can see it though. And at the very edge of your eye, it kind of pulls it all together, but opens your eye a little bit. But this I know from past experience, kajals from India can smudge because that's how they wear their eyeliner. They smudge their eyeliner a lot, and that's part of their look that they appreciate in cosmetics. But anyway, so I think that's eyes. Let's blush and let's do lips. I've got a couple of liners. I've got one from a company called Vivienne Sabot. Vivienne Sabot is French. And I've actually used their products before. I'm going to put that on actually, but I wanted to share with you this one from Spain. This is Magic Studio Lipstick Duo. It comes in a little drugstore box, and it's really interesting. For I think it was about $4. I got a lipstick and a liner. And where's the liner gone? There it is. Oh, it's stuck to the box. One second. It's a very tiny little liner. I haven't actually played with these two because the lipstick's very dark. I might put a little teeny bit on just to get the kind of what the texture is. But let me put my, and I don't know, the pencil. Let's have a look. Yeah, well, creamy, works. It's quite dark. I'm going to use the other Vivienne Sabot lip liner, which I'm actually familiar with her products. So I'm going to, very interesting story, by the way. Her husband and her started her company. It's French. Okay. And I prefer pencil liners as opposed to push-up ones. Okay. I think that's, it is a lip liner. I know there's so many products you can get and pay $30 for something like this, and it really, in a way, to me, does the same thing. Maybe it stays on a little bit longer, or it's got a color tone that you really, really like. But let's try this really dark lipstick. Can you see? It's a roll-up. It came in that little package from Spain. And the company was Magic Studio. Magic Studio. Okay. We'll try this and see what happens. What a fun video. I hope it's not been too long for you. I hope you're having a cup of tea or relaxing a bit. Okay? Very lightly. Okay, I think that's the darkest lipstick I've put on in a while. But the report is, it's a lovely design. I like that kind of angular roll up. It's not matte. I think it's quite pretty. And I would think for, what, $3, that and the eyeliner pencil together was actually a really good purchase. But because I like pinky pink, I'm going to put my Eveline on, which is more of a, this is like the 5th tube, I think, that I've purchased. And it's amazing. It's from Poland. So we've done Poland, Bulgaria, Finland, France, Germany, United States, and I think that's about it. But I think it was fun. So drugstore makeup around the world can be affordable. It can be good quality, and it can be enjoyable. If you don't have a lot of money to spend on makeup, or you just don't want to, this may be an option for you. So let me tell me what you wear, what your makeup products from the drugstore that you love are. And I'm considering like budget drugstore. Maybelline, L'Oreal, they're considered drugstore, but they're as expensive as a lot of really expensive products in the luxury line. So I don't know if it really counts as a drugstore, rough and ready, under $5 kind of thing. So anyway, I've been really happy, by the way, with this result today. I personally like it. And that layers over top of that one really, really nicely. So that's the Aveline, it's 488 is the number. And I think just because I've got it sitting here, I'm going to go back to Catrice. This is my Diamond Shine, which you know I love. Put it on over top of my lips. It's such a pretty gloss, this one. I love it so much. Okay, so I pulled my hair back to do the makeup, but I'm bringing it forward now. Hair comes back to normal. There we go. I think this has been fun. Drugstore makeup from around the world. I think it's beautiful, affordable, and just fun. Makeup should always, always, in my opinion, be fun and not trying to hide anything, not trying to change who you are. Just make it an enjoyable experience. What do you think? What are your favorite drugstore products? Tell me. Okay. Take care, everybody. Lots of love.